To be really honest, for me, this situation has been frustrating. Hey, can we sit with you?
So, the Olympics have been a very big deal in our house.
Big.
Like, we have caught Olympic fever. It started with the opening ceremonies, and we've just washed right on through. We've watched skateboarding, which is new and very cool. We've watched water polo. I don't know how many different things of swimming. We've watched weightlifting. We've watched everything.
Even a tiny bit of golf.
It's true. Our 6-year-old daughter is she's glued to the TV and she just wants to watch everything Olympics. She wants flags. She wants the whole deal. So you better believe that when the women's gymnastics came on, she was here for it. We've been prepping for the gymnastics. We've been watching YouTube clips of Simone Biles. So when Emma heard them announce Simone Biles, she yelled with excitement, letting us all know that we had to come, we had to sit, and we had to watch. And we watched as Simone performed on the vault. We watched her finish and walk over to her coach, and then we watched them leave. And then they announced a few moments later that she was actually going to withdraw from the women's team competition for a medical reason. And I mean, we were all really shocked. We were also really concerned for her well-being. So, I mean, we thought maybe she twisted her ankle or she hurt her wrist, and that's kind of how we explained it to Emma. Maybe that's what happened because we didn't know.
So a few hours later, when we heard the Olympic anchors announce that Simone had withdrawn for mental health reasons, we were surprised, but also really, really proud of her for her honesty and her vulnerability. Whereas before we thought she was strong, now we knew that she was as strong as they come, and our respect for her just doubled or tripled.
Oh my goodness, yes. So that evening at the dinner table, we were sitting there eating normal dinner, and the conversation of Simone Biles and what had gone on, it came up. And our daughter, she said that she shouldn't have done that because of her team. And Emma thought that Simone had let her team down. And this opened up a really great door for some good conversation and a teachable moment, because we explained that Simone's decision was so wise and that she had her team's best interest in mind, that she made the right decision both for her team and for herself. We said that it's important to take care of ourselves and to prioritize our physical and our mental health. We intentionally want to teach her that what Simone did, it was strong and it was so wise. It was so wise.
To be really honest, for me, this situation has been frustrating. I struggle with mental health, and I have for over a decade. I know depression and anxiety all too well. I've shared on this channel before that sometimes I have bad days, or down days as we call them, and I had one of those a few days ago. It came without warning and felt as though the bottom just kind of fell out. And I wrote about it and posted it on my Instagram account, and I posted it on Tuesday. And it just so happens that this situation with Simone Biles happened later that day. So I was feeling somewhat raw in my own mental health. And when Simone opened up, I felt seen and heard. I felt so thankful to her for her honesty. It felt good to see that I'm not the only one. And then I began to see and hear some of the negative critiques and pot shots against her. And people can be really, really mean sometimes. And in those cancerous comments, I felt hurt for her and for myself. Whereas a moment earlier, I felt seen and validated as Simone shared her struggle, now I felt cut by these unkind words that strangers were lobbing at her. So let me say what is true. Mental illness, depression, anxiety, and myriad mood disorders are not fake. They're not fabricated. They're not excuses. They're not smoke and mirrors. And I'm speaking to you as someone who has battled, and I'm telling you that the fight is real. To say otherwise, if you've never yourself experienced it, is arrogance and is really unkind on a level that I wish that you could understand. Speaking out about someone's struggle isn't weakness, it's actually strength. Simone was trying to say that she was not okay. And some of the responses were akin to kicking her while she was down. And what some of these people have said of her hurt me, not because I'm an Olympian like her, but because I'm a human like her, and I struggle with mental health like her. It's been a raw couple of days for me, and we can't even imagine how Simone Biles is feeling.
But we want to say that we stand with Simone. We stand with Simone. And if you struggle like Simone or David, then we want to say something to you directly right now. We want to let you know what is true. You are not less for struggling. You are not weak. You are stronger than you know. It's okay to not be okay, but don't stay there in that place. Like Simone, you can open up and share with someone that you trust. Ask for help. Please don't struggle alone. Because we're not meant to do life alone. We're meant to carry each other's burdens. We're meant to hold each other up in a community of love. So if you are struggling with mental health right now, we want to let you know that we see you. And you are worthy of love. You have immense value. Let me say that again. You have immense value, and there is a plan and there is a purpose for your life. We need you. You bring something to this table that no one else can bring. There is a seat for you at the table, a place with your name on it. You are not alone.
If you're struggling, we wish that we could give you a hug and encourage you. And this video is our attempt at that. It's a hug from us to you. We want to wrap you in the truth that you are more than the struggle, more than the diagnosis, that you can do this, that with help you will overcome and can persevere. So please don't give up. Please don't believe the lie that you're weak, and instead hold on to the truth that God loves you, and in him our weaknesses become strength.
And for those who don't struggle with mental health, let's choose to be people that don't question the pain of those who do. Let's not be like the boot in the face, but let's be the hand that's outstretched to pull up the hurting. Let's be a lifeline for those who feel like they're drowning, and a light in the darkness for those who find themselves surrounded by depression and anxiety.
And wherever you find yourself today, we want to remind you that you belong here.